apples are not supposed to be this red in Texas. That's been one of the problems we've been having. People saying, well, you know, these Texas apples that we're growing are not as red as you get out of Washington or somewhere like that. Well, that's because they've got cooler nights. We don't have cooler nights, but what we do have is some of the best tasting apples you'll ever put in your mouth because we harvest them fresh. And we're making apple products out of our fresh apples, like apple cider and some of these types of things. Now, the apple industry has had problems, obviously. We've got cotton root rot, a fungus disease that kills some of the trees. We've had this color problem, and we've basically had a production problem. But all of that seems to be going by the wayside because there's a lot of people that are growing apples. And as you can see, there are large acreages of them being planted. You're looking at one of the largest apple flocks or acreages in the United States, planted in Kerrville, Texas. And of course, we've got apple trees that have been established several years in places like Bandera and Medina and all around. So apple production is coming onto its own. Now, all of this is kind of coming to a forefront this Saturday in Medina, Texas, and Medina City, Texas, with the about third annual Texas International Apple Festival. So if you actually want to see some product and some of the local produce that's being produced in the apple industry, plan to come up and join us there at the Apple Festival. This has been Jerry Parsons, Vegetable Specialist with the Texas Agriculture Extension Service, Weekend Gardener, and Apple Connoisseur.